Okay, I wanted to make a video on the spill-free funnel that I'm using on this vehicle. It's a 2007 Nissan 350Z. Now, there's actually two things I want to show. I want to show how the spill-free funnel works, and I also want to show you where the valve to bleed the coolant system. There's some other videos on YouTube that say it's on the passenger side, and that's correct if it's a DE motor. Okay, 350Z DE, it's going to be on the passenger side, so that's correct. However, this is a 2007, so it's an HR motor, and you're going to know it's HR because it's got the dual intakes right there, the filters. Okay, so the valve to bleed it is on the driver's side, which I've already removed. It's right here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release some fluid. Now this is distilled water that's in this funnel. The cool thing about this funnel is it comes with different adapters, and it should work for most vehicles. Let me show you the brand and the part number in case y'all are interested in purchasing. I got this one on eBay for $25. That included shipping. So again, it comes with a few adapters, which they're right here. It even comes with like if you want to do 45 degree or an extension. So obviously I'm not using those, but it's pretty self-explanatory as far as setting it up. Just depends on which cap's gonna fit your vehicle. So okay, real quick, the way this works is you want to pour it about a third of the way. This is a little bit less because it's already full, so you want to do it about a third. And what you want to do is you want to a third of this funnel is 1.5 quarts. So that's what it calls for. It calls for 1.5 quarts of fluid per minute. Okay, you don't want to just pour a gallon after gallon. No, you want to do it in pieces, in parts. So 1.5 quarts for every minute. So you want to fill it up to a third. That's 1.5 quarts. Just FYI, as a reference. The reason why this is less than a third is because it's already full. But I wanted to show you how it works. So what you do is you fill up your container to, a third, whatever you're gonna fill it up. Anyway, when you're gonna just lift this part up, and then the fluid goes down. And again, this is your bleeder valve right here for the radiator. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now, just to show you guys, I'm gonna lift this yellow part. I'm gonna lift it up just to show you the water coming out from there. Once it comes out, I'm gonna put the stopper. I'm gonna put it back in there to stop the fluid. And once fluid comes out of here, then you know you're good, and then you're gonna want to recap it. Okay, so let me remove that yellow plug that's in the funnel so I can show you guys. Let me just focus real quick. All right, I'm gonna release the yellow funnel or yellow spout. You can hear the fluid going in there. Once it starts coming out, I'm gonna plug the water. Okay, right there. Okay. All right, so at this point, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the cap back on. Just don't drop this thing. I'm gonna just hand tighten it, or tighten it rather, and then you're gonna use a Phillips screwdriver just to kind of give it a last little torque there. Nothing too crazy, just alright, that should be good. Yeah, it's good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back over here. Now it took most of that water. It actually took all of it. So okay, what I'm gonna do at this point, I'm gonna fill it up to a third, and then I'm gonna turn the vehicle on. And once it reaches the ideal temperature, then it's supposed to suck in some more fluid, and when it does that, it's actually air that's coming out, and that's how you bleed the system. So you may have to do that 2 or 3 times, it just depends. And the only way you're gonna know is, obviously right now when I go turn the vehicle on, I'm gonna let it reach vehicle engine temperature, turn the heater on. See, when you do the heater, when you open up the heater, that allows the fluid to run and cycle from A to Z. I guess that's the easiest way to explain it, and you want that. All right, so this is a cool little tool that you guys might want to look at it in action. And obviously where the bleeder valve is at for Nissan 350Z HR motor. It's on the driver's side. Thank you for watching.